My name's Angelo, and welcome to We Want Picks. And I'm going to walk through the UFC London fight card, and we're going to build a PrizePicks entry together. If you don't know what PrizePicks is, it's daily fantasy. And all you need to do is say more or less on takedowns, fight minutes, significant strikes, fantasy points, and you can mix and match those any way you want to 5 times your money, 10 times your money. You still make money if you're wrong. It's incredible. Go to wewantpicks.com/prizepicks. Sign up, make a deposit, and they will instantly match that deposit up to $100. You give them 50, they'll give you 50. You give them 100, they will give you 100. Take the free money. Play some of these lines, and if you lose, who cares? It was their money. If you win, well, congratulations. You're up even more free money. That's wewantpicks.com/prizepicks. Promo code WWP to get that instant deposit match. Let's jump right in. So UFC London's a tricky card because there's a lot of heavy favorites and a lot of kind of close fights. And you guys know that I like working left to right. So let's look at significant strikes. I hate significant strikes. I hate it. We've hit some of these in the past, but only when the lines are really, really low, and I know it'll be more. But the reason I hate it is significant is subjective. It's not total strikes. We do the monkey knife fight videos. That's total strikes. That's much easier. And nothing here stands out at me. I don't see any 20s. And even this 37, Jai Herbert might win by finish. So 37 is not that low of a number. So I don't really see anything that's too low or too high. Molly McCann, 80. That's pretty high. I do think her and Hannah just sort of slug it out. Honestly, less on Molly McCann might be solid there. But let's go ahead. Let's move to fight time. Fight time, this is how long you think a fight will last. So this, I do see some things that I like. So first of all, Volkan Ozdemir, 6.5 minutes. I think it's over. I think this fight goes a little bit. I recognize how dangerous Paul Craig is, but he's also a durable guy. So I like over on fight minutes with Volkan Ozdemir because, frankly, I think he wins. I think he beats up Paul Craig. It might be a decision or it might be later in the third round. Definitely not before that, at least in my opinion. So I like the over on that. Chris Curtis, that's probably a decision. They've factored that in accordingly. Paddy Pimblett, too many things going on in that fight. Same with Nikita Krylov, Alexander Gustafsson. We haven't seen him in 2 years. We don't know what we're going to get. Muhammad Mokaev, frankly, you know, he's got a really tough opponent, a surprisingly tough opponent, but the under on 10 minutes might be solid there. But it also might just be 15 minutes of him taking down and holding down Charles Johnson. So we're going to leave that alone as well. So over 6.5 for Volkan Ozdemir is what I like here. And then let's hit some takedown lines. We got Muhammad Mokaev at 2. What's interesting is he didn't even need any takedowns to win his first fight. But Charles Johnson is a very, very good fighter. So I like Muhammad Mokaev, the over on takedowns for him because, you know, I think Charles Johnson's very good. He's got a very good get-up game. He works right back to his feet pretty quickly. So I see Muhammad Mokaev getting multiple takedowns in that fight. Mason Jones, Ludovic Klein. That could be a very similar situation, but we'll leave that alone. Jonathan Pierce, 2.5 takedowns. I think that's a more situation. I mean, Jonathan Pierce averages almost 7 takedowns per fight. Almost 7. So Makwan Amirkhani is also a wrestler. He was taken down in the past. He's been taken down many times. So I think Jonathan Pierce, even if you think Makwan wins the fight, I think Jonathan Pierce is going to get some takedowns. So I like that as well. The Jack Hermanson 1.5 line is appetizing, but I'm not going to jump on it because Chris Curtis does have solid takedown defense. Molly McCann at 1.5, that's also appetizing, but I don't think I'm going to grab it because she is fighting in London. We've seen her use takedowns in the past, but I think she's going to get sucked into a brawl with Hannah Goldie, and she's going to be there, and she's going to love it, and they're just going to swing back and forth. She might go to her wrestling because Hannah is fast and strong, and Hannah might touch her up, so she might go to her wrestling. I'm going to leave that line alone, but frankly, if you want to experiment, do a safety net one, the over on there. And I'm going to do over for Curtis Blaydes, over 2.5 takedowns. You know, listen, this is what Curtis Blaydes does. He took down Alexander Volkov 14 times. He took down many other fighters more than 5 times. He's loaded with takedowns. So I like Curtis Blaydes, the over. So we're going to do over on all of these. And what I absolutely love about PrizePicks, if all 4 of those hit, I can 5 times my money. But if only 3 of them hit, I will still 1.5 times my money. Or I can say, you know what? I'm 100% positive this is going to hit. And then I will just 10 times my money if all 4 of them hit. I'm going to go with the flex play. This is a tricky card. Listen, we do this week in and week out. This is a tricky card. There's no reason that we need to get crazy here. But let's go ahead and look at fantasy score, because one that I do like, there is, I think Mason Jones wins this fight. 105 fantasy points is high. I don't know if he's going to stop Ludovic Klein. Ludovic Klein's a very good striker, but Mason does have grappling. So I'm going to leave that alone. Again, the under on that is a line that I kind of like. But let's stick with what we built here. So we're doing the over on Volkan Ozdemir, 6.5-minute fight time. Over Muhammad Makayev, 2 takedowns. Over Jonathan Pierce, 2.5. Over Curtis Blaydes, 2.5. And we are going to do the flex play to protect us in case something crazy happens. We can lose one of these and still make money. I'm going to throw 20 bucks at it. 20 to win 100. You're positive in what you're going to do, then 10 times it and try to win yourself 200 bucks. Guys, we're doing this on a Wednesday afternoon. The lines move with the money. People come in here, they pound these lines. They're going to move, and they're going to get harder and harder and harder. So come in here, play these as early as you can. And I know I'm releasing these videos later in the week, but I am providing my insight earlier in the week. If you want to go to WeWantPicks.com, at the top, we have a Become a Member button. It's just $10 a month. And with that comes all of our insight, all of our breakdowns, all of our bets early, our PrizePicks entries early. DraftKings doesn't really change throughout the week, so that doesn't matter if that's early, but we are also giving you DraftKings ownership projections and ranking players by salary. So lots of value there. It's really $2.50 per week per event. So check that out if you want to hop on these lines earlier so they're not as tricky for you later in the week. That's WeWantPicks.com. At the top, click Become a Member. And if you want to jump in the PrizePicks, use promo code WWP, and they will instantly match that deposit up to $100.